Hello, Kevin. How does one attain supreme confidence in themselves and have complete knowingness when they never achieved anything worthwhile in their life? Great question. Here is the answer, my friends. If we look at a couple people that have supreme confidence in knowingness, but have not achieved anything, quote, worthwhile. I'll give you two examples. Mother Teresa. What did she attain? She was a nun working in the slums of Calcutta, India, the worst of the worst. She lived in a hut on a dirt floor, an old woman, no running water, no electricity. What did she attain? Worthwhile. What allowed her to have supreme confidence in knowing this? It has nothing to do with attaining any material thing in life. You can pick 100 different gurus in India. Baba Nityananda, who was Muktananda's guru. Guy wore a loincloth. He owned nothing. He slept on the ground. Supreme confidence. And you see it and feel it in him. He didn't have anything material, achieved nothing. He didn't build an ashram. He didn't get a great following. He did nothing you would say is worthwhile or substantial, but he had complete knowingness, because knowingness and confidence comes from, first, true knowingness and true confidence comes from within, not from anything external. You think you're going to get confidence if you achieve things. It's fake and it's false, and you know that you're a fraud because it's not what gives you the confidence. As a matter of fact, as you start achieving things, you don't build up confidence. You see how it is so non-essential and unimportant, like in the example of Robin Williams. True confidence comes from having nothing. Perfect example. I remember when I was younger. I grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. Everybody looked at me like I was, a bum. I didn't go to college. Didn't have a big vocabulary. I didn't speak very, very well. Had a stutter. Slurred my words. Couldn't communicate. Very self-conscious about myself. So in order to give me some confidence, I would never walk out of that house unless I had my gold Rolex watch on and diamond rings. This is back in the 80s. I could not walk out of the house unless I had that on. I had to have an expensive car and a fancy suit, because otherwise I didn't have any confidence in myself. And then when I learned where true confidence came from, and I got the tap, the Rolex watch went away, the rings went away, clothes got worn on the right occasion. But I could wake up. Matter of fact, I was so self-conscious that I couldn't leave the house unless I took a shower, washed my hair, and combed it. Okay, it's combed now. But earlier today, I had a meeting over here. I just worked out. My hair was all over the place. I was unshaven. I had a smelly t-shirt on, and I was sitting there, and believe me, the confidence level is fine. It doesn't make a difference what I look like, what my hair looks like. But in those days, I had to have my hair perfect, had to have all the stuff on. I couldn't even face anybody because I was so insecure. And then when I got the tap, it didn't matter what I looked like. And I remember there was a phrase. The phrase was, it's easy to go from coach on an airplane to first class, but it's almost impossible to go from first class back to coach, unless you have it released within you. When you have that release within you to some degree, you don't need it 100%, but just to some degree, now you have no problem saying, oh, I really can't afford that right now. I'm a little sideways. And not having any feeling of inferiority or anything. So the answer to the person's question is, how do you attain supreme confidence? The answer is, you first cannot connect material success or the attainment of anything in the external to confidence. You have to break that connection. And you have to first say to yourself, I'm going to attain supreme confidence with nothing, because I know who I am. The Science of Personal Mastery course will give you that information 100%.